It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Pick your game up.
Go.
Mike, 55.
Five.
Throwing on first down. Stringer. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
52 right here. 52. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw on second down. Stringer. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go.
Hey!
Roy. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Hey, Charlie!
Check curls. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 50.
Ready?
From the gun, Stringer. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals 0. Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd and 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottled him up for a loss of a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Let's go now. Time to end it. Rotate.
On first down, it's Gurley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Watch the end. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Got it. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Anyway. Check 24. Watch 24. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got one.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken short, and not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
At their own 14-yard line.
On the set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
50, plant.
55, Mike, 55.
Hey, seam 6, 5.
On 1st and 10, Stringer trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 76 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
36, 36. Check.
On 3rd down, Fountain. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set,
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off play action. Stringer. And he finds a man on the crossing route. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. His throw incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
No problem there on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Daniels. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Check the backer, check the backer. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hayward. Check 20. Anyway. Alert flare, flare.
They'll try the left side. Fountain. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. They'll keep it on the ground. Fountain. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Another carry now for Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stringer. Able to find Warner. That's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 30, the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
60 Pittsburgh.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set up. 15 line. 15 line. You ain't doing nothing today. Set up.
2nd and 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on 13 yards.
Brings up third down.
Chopper!
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Hey, zoom.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Throwing on third and long. Stringer. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stringer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Same two stop.
A loss of 16 yards. Brings up third down.
Throwing on third and long. Stringer going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On 4th down, Stringer going down the middle, and it's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Check it out. Kill. Turn it up. Go. Kill. Out. Go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Show it. Slam. Shit. Check 24. Shit. Watch the shit. Watch out.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
52.
From the gun, Stringer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Stringer. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Strong left. Hey, we got 3 down.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
On 4th down, Stringer. That's to his running back, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. This will be taken short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Right there. 54, Mike.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mike 5-4. Squeeze. Let's go. Get set. Let it go.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.